It's going to be an all-out war on the LGBTQ plus, on on women, on people of any color other than Blanco or Blanca or whatever.
So then what the hell do you have to worry about? Shut the hell up already. Honestly, these people are so stupid. So stupid. Jeez. The Bible's right. Romans 1, right? They've been given up to a reprobate and a depraved mind. Like they're literally just mindless. They're mentally retarded. Oh my gosh.
Any color other than Blanco or Blanca or whatever.
What the hell even is that?
LGBTQ plus, on women, on people of any color other than Blanco or Blanca or whatever.
Just disses, tries to virtue signal. The minorities are going to be targeted. Everyone that's not white is going to be targeted, or whatever. Blanco or whatever. Yeah, lesbians worried about abortion. Please, stupid people.
No, they don't care about the Blanco. It's just the Blanco.
Yeah, so better go out there and get you a Bible, because you're going to be needing that shit now.
Oh, no, we...
what time do you wake up?
Handmaid's Tale, we can't read.
Oh, that's right. That is true. I'm too old to... I can't be a handmaid. I would probably get stuck being a Martha. Actually, no, I'd be on the wall, because I ain't going... I'm not going back. I'll be on the wall.
Don't know if I remember that.
I am...
What is that?
So very saddened for our country.
Yes.
And what that orange Donnie Two-Scoop baboon ass has done to our country.
Donnie Two-Scoot baboon ass? Donnie Two-Scoot baboon ass. Oh, please.
I am so very saddened for our country.
Yes.
And what that orange Donnie Two-Scoop baboon ass has done to our country with the division, the open racist, hateful comments, and just
okay, chlamydia sister.
Giving permission for them to be jackasses and flannel-wearing, mouth-breathing, baboon, mindless assholes.
Cringe. Is.
Sorry, I'm a little heated.
Yes, yes. So today, I've decided that today I am sad. And
what? Is this thing on the spectrum or something? I have decided today I am sad. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez.
Mouth-breathing, baboon, mindless assholes. Sorry, I'm a little heated.
yes, yes. So today, I've decided that today I am sad. And tomorrow I am going to find how do we stop him from doing the things that the Heritage Foundation wants to do.
I know a way to stop him, but you're going to have to get both of them.
So now they're firearm advocates.
Just saying.
What did it say? What did it say?
Him from doing the things that the Heritage Foundation wants to do.
I know a way to stop him, but you're going to have to get both of them. Just saying. Quietly under my breath.
Yes. No.
Psycho lesbians, dude.
It might be a wait and see kind of thing for a minute, but I guarantee you there's people that are out there ready to fight.
The whole world is looking at America going, what the fuck? I didn't.
Oh, yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Is looking at America going, what the fuck?
Yes, they are. Yeah, they're looking at this And they are, yes, I agree. They are saying WTF. What the F?
Did you know that the Democrats, they got Cardi B to show up to one of those rallies or whatever? Bro, that chick fucking drugged men and robbed them, and she gets to fucking make a speech, dude. Like, what, dude? Yep, yep.
Fuck. I didn't. I, he's made a laughing stock of us. And
Can you imagine what this thing smells like? Can you imagine what this room smells like? What do you guys think, chat? What do you think? What do you think? Cat piss, urine, right? BO. Ugh. Oh, God. Can you imagine?
and all you MAGAs, one day you're going to regret what you've done because it's going to come home to you as well.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Bring it. Freaking bring it, dude. Make my day. Make my day, you fat, butch, disgusting freak LGBTQ pervert. Make my day. Make my day, dude. Make my day. Oh, make my day.
And fuck you when it does.
Oh, the Mohawk freak flipped me off.
To you as well.
Yes.
And fuck you when it does. Drink coffee.
Chlamydia sisters. Scissor sisters. Cringe. F you when it does. F you. That's what we get when we, tolerate homosexuality and legalize gay marriage. There you go. Enjoy. Get these butch, STD-filled freaks. Proud of yourself? Here's another one.
Forgive me for being a little emotional here, but what the fuck is going on? People in the future are gonna look back at this time and they're gonna be like, what the fuck? What the fuck happened?
Yeah, they're going to watch this video and be like, what the F happened to this society? What the F was going on? They were pumped with pharmaceuticals. They're taking all kinds of pills and drugs. They're totally just unhealthy, have lost their minds. All of their food is pumped with chemicals. And all they have are like mRNA technology that they pump into their bodies and it destroys themselves, and they call it medicine. What the F? Look at this mentally unstable freak.
But what?
Mentally unstable fat freak.
Forgive me for being a little emotional here,
Oh.
but what the fuck is going on? People in the future are gonna look back at this time and they're gonna be like, what the fuck? What the fuck happened? Because we were progressing. When Obama got elected, I really feel like we were progressing. We were going in the right motherfucking direction. But then Trump comes in and he gives a voice to the voiceless. He gives a voice to the criminals, to the racists, to the white motherfuckers who want to be back on top.
Why don't you have eyebrows? Are you like colored in eyebrows?
I don't want to touch another man with a 10-foot motherfucking pole. Ladies, where are we going?
Dude, ain't no man want to touch you, you fat hippopotamus. Sit down already. Calm down. These women, dude. These fat, nasty women, they think so highly of themselves, you know what I mean? Seriously, she talks like she's Megan Fox or something, you know? It's like, just chill out. Fat, look like you smell. Clean your house. The hell are you doing? You're not special. Okay? You're not special.
He gives a voice to the criminals, to the racists, to the white motherfuckers who want to be back on top.
Oh, she's a wigger. Yeah, we got a wigger. We got a wigger, guys. We got a wigger. We got a wigger. Wigger. We got a wigger. Talking black with the ebonics. Yeah, I feel like I'm black. No, I'm saying. Shut up, man. Shut up with this. Jeez. We got a wigger, chat. We got a wigger. Psycho wigger. We caught one. We caught one.
Another one. Another one.
He gives a voice to the criminals, to the racists, to the white motherfuckers who want to be back on top. I don't want to touch another man with a 10-foot motherfucking pole. Ladies, where are we going? 4B movement for real. Fuck men.
Yeah.
Fuck all of you.
Oh, yeah, cheer. Yeah, what's up? What's up, dog? I be ghetto. Yeah.
Where are we going? 4B movement for real. Fuck men. Fuck all of you. And fuck you ugly dumb bitches who voted for him too. You guys are a piece of shit. You guys have internalized fucking misogyny and you're dumb. You're stupid. Oh, and all the climate change shit? Going out the motherfucking window because it's
Good. You're fat.
a hoax. Bro, we're cooked. We're cooked. This is our
Yeah, you are cooked. You're fat.
last motherfucking year on this goddamn planet to be able to appoint 3 more fucking Supreme Court justices or whatever the fuck he's able to get more motherfuckers that believe the same beliefs that he believes into office. And I
Yeah, that's how America works.
guess that's what you guys want. That's what you guys want. You guys
Yes, that is what we want.
want to be
We don't want fat, woke, white wiggers screaming on the internet, yapping nonsense. Yeah, and people like you should be in the Supreme Court, right? Is that what you're suggesting? People like you? Like people like this should be in the Supreme Court? People like this? I love it. I love the seething. I love it.
We're cooked. This is our last motherfucking year on this goddamn planet to be able to appoint 3 more fucking Supreme Court justices or whatever the fuck he's able to get more motherfuckers that believe the same beliefs that he believes into office. And I guess that's what you guys want. That's what you guys want. You guys want to be radical Christians. You guys are Jesus Christ, right?
No. No. Just another dumb, woke,
Is Black
female.
Ops 6 out yet? Oh,
wigger. Fat one, too.
have you ever?
Can you imagine?
Sorry. Yeah, like I heard, like the only thing about it is like the zombies mode. That's it. Well, I heard the map. Aren't the maps like the old maps? No, that fucking sucks.
Imagine that being your daughter. Jeez, dude.
I
Embarrassing.
remember seeing videos
Embarrassing.
of like the gun looks like a fucking animal. And like when you look at the comments, they're like, "Oh, now
These people
now we
are
know where all the
embarrassing.
budget
Totally
went."
mentally ill, dude.
Yeah, the game.
I love how they just try to like
It's pretty funny.
lecture us. Like we're the ones that are like mentally unstable while they're just like freaking out, seething on the internet, foaming at the mouth, you know? This is our victory lap, chat. This is our victory lap. Enjoy it. Is that a dude? Oh, the fat wokes. The fat wokes. What the hell? I have no idea what that even was. It's not just the woke, it's not just the woke white women either. The woke blacks are freaking out.
I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Why? Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
Literally foaming at the mouth. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all that. Look at the AIDS. Look at the AIDS. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at these people, dude. It's all the pharmaceuticals, all the drugs. Look at that. Oh my God, dude. Look at the AIDS. Look at that STD. Just fly right out of her mouth. Oh my gosh. These people are psycho, dude.
I'm sorry. No.
Oh.
Why?
This reminds me of something. What do you guys think it is, chat?
Do you really hate me that bad? I'm sorry. No. Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah. Psycho's not taking it well. Not taking it well. Not at all. You want to descend into madness? Let's descend into madness together. Hey, what? Oh, dude. That's crazy, dude. These women. These woke women. Literally just freaking the hell out, dude. It's everywhere. It's video after video after video. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
I think the hardest part of all of this is just like thinking about all the men who were just like, the economy, woman in my life. The economy, woman in my life. The economy.
Hey, what?
The hardest part of all of this is just like thinking about all the men who were just like, the economy, woman in my life. The economy, woman in my life.
Well, if the woman in your life is a retard that just wants to, like, kill babies, yeah, dude, bounce, get the hell out of here. There's nothing special about you. There's nothing special about you. Okay? You have no value. You're low IQ. You're not that good looking. You look disgusting. You look like you're on drugs. You look like you are heavily a pharmaceutical recipient. Okay? You're walking around the woods talking to yourself. Okay? That's a warning sign. Just those reasons alone, if there's any guy entertaining you, he needs to get the hell out of there. He needs to get the hell out of there. Yeah, I would definitely pick Trump's economy over this psycho walking around the woods talking to herself. Talking to herself in the woods. The economy, the woman in my life. The economy, the woman in my life. Yeah, I would rather pick Trump's economy than some psychotic pharmaceutical just like 30 times jabbed, boostered, psycho woke female. I would pick Trump's economy over that every single time in every single multiverse that ever exists. Every single version of me in the multiverse will pick that every single time. Let me just walk around the woods. Let me just walk around the woods and just talk to myself.
It's just like thinking about all the men who were just like,
Why are you walking around the woods?
the economy, woman in my life. The economy, woman in my life. The economy.
Hell yeah. Yeah, cry more. Cry, 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 cry. Love it. Love it. If you're just tuning in, hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. I told you guys, we are on a victory lap today. We are on a victory lap. Today. That's right, brother. Shout out to Hulk Hogan, dude. Shout out to Hulk Hogan. Oh yeah, these tears were delicious. Did I play this one yet, guys? Did I? I just woke up and saw the results. I swear to God, I'm done with you self-hating, disgusting, racist beaches. Look at this. That's the quote. That's what she wrote on her TikTok. Oh my God. So afraid. Oh, yes. 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 Let the snowflake tears, let the liberal tears flow. Yes, let them flow. Let them flow. Let them flow, the geysers, let them flow. Let them flow! Cry! Cry! Fear, Project 2025! Fear being arrested for killing your babies! Fear me!
What is this guy going on about?
Woman! Let's go. Let's go. We're going hard today. We're going hard today. That's right. We even have some white dudes for Harris cucking out all over social media.
Trump is now our 47th president of the United States of America. This election was not even close.
No, not at all. Because Kamala Harris is a retard, bro.
Which I find odd, considering Kamala Harris's rallies. However, how can that compete when you have...
Yeah, you mean her rallies that psyoped you into believing she's more popular than Trump? They bust her people in, bro.
How can that compete when you have Elon Musk paying $1 million per day to encourage people to vote for Donald Trump?
Oh, but I thought she had Beyonce. I thought she had Jennifer Gardner. I thought she had Usher. Oh my gosh, she had Megan Thee Stallion, dude. Who didn't she have? She had Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, she had Willie Nelson. She had Bruce Springsteen. She had Barack Obama. Jeez, wow. Oh.
However, how can that compete when you have Elon Musk paying $1 million per day to encourage people to vote for Donald Trump? Personally, I'm disgusted by that. I'm disgusted enough to delete my X account. I'm disgusted enough to never order a Tesla as long as I shall live.
Whoa. Watch out.
I want to take this moment to congratulate those of you who voted for Donald Trump, which was the overwhelming majority of Americans. You chose to vote for a dictatorship, and that is what you will get.
Right, because that's what we got his first term. This guy's retarded, dude, literally.
America is no longer the land of the free. You have chosen, by siding with Donald Trump, to throw our United States Constitution and our United States flag in the garbage.
Right, so that's why Kamala Harris is conceding. White dude, white bro for Harris. That's why Kamala Harris is conceding. Oh, she's gonna concede to a dictator, right? Because that's the American constitutional thing to do, right, bro? She's peacefully conceding, right, to a dictator. She's just gonna submit to a peaceful transfer of power to a dictator. Bro, you've been psyoped by the CIA, you're retarded, and you need to wake the hell up, bro. You have no idea. You have no idea what is actually going on. You just believe everything MSNBC tells you.
Have chosen, by siding with Donald Trump, to throw our United States Constitution and our United States flag in the garbage. Personally, I am embarrassed. I am ashamed to call myself an American.
Okay, then get the hell out of here.
In fact, I no longer call myself an American.
Then get the hell out of here. What are you doing here? It's so bad here. You don't want to identify as an American. Then renounce your citizenship. Get the hell out of here. You need to go move to Venezuela. Get on a plane. We'll send you there. Go to Venezuela. We can send you to Cuba. Where do you want to go? You want to go to Haiti? You want a virtue signal? To prove you're not a racist because I have black friends. We'll send you to Haiti. You'll have fun. You'll have fun. They like eating cats. They like eating dogs. They love witchcraft. They love slaughtering pigs. They love slaughtering animals. You'll love it, dude. You'll love it. You'll prove that you're not a racist because you'll be living amongst the blacks. All right? Why don't you get the hell out of here, go move to Haiti, and do us a favor. What a waste of space. Literal waste of space. Nah, don't send him to Ukraine. Send him to Haiti. Send him to Haiti. Send this guy to Haiti. He'll love it there. Moron, dude. Stupid people. Dude, it just never ends, guys. It never ends. This stuff has been dropping all over the internet.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries.
So let me proceed to do it because I'm emotionally unstable.
But this could... This could break me and my parents apart because they just don't understand what they voted for and like what it means and the bigotry and hatred that they stand behind and how I like am trying to be a good person. I'm not Catholic like they
Virtue signal.
are, which is ironic because it's like religion's supposed to make you love. But I could see it, like, breaking me and my parents apart because they just don't get it and they don't...
This woman's a psycho. Just a retard. You're obviously immature. But there will be divisions over some serious issues, right? Like killing babies. That's a big one, for sure.
But I could see it, like... breaking me and my parents apart because they just
it's their fault, huh? Not yours, it's theirs.
Just don't get it and they don't get that they voted for someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell.
Screw your friends.
My life's okay. I'm a white woman, but my friends are...
Oh my god, dude, that is so good. So good. She's got to throw the virtue signal in there. I'm okay. I'm freaking out. But I'm a white woman. I'll be okay. But my friends. Shut the hell up. Stupid woke white woman, dude.
I'm not gonna be okay.
Keep crying. Just keep crying. Keep filming it too. Keep posting it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. We're loving it. We're loving it. Let the snowflake tears flow. Let the rivers flow.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries.
Gavin McKinney is founder of the Proud Boys, a far-right organization.
I dislike Destiny quite a bit because he represents this sort of cuck culture, but I realize I hate British people even more.
I said, look at this dude, why wouldn't he?
Okay. Great argument. You define culturally the fall of man.
The BLM riots had raged on. I don't know.
That was you. With these open borders, we're just going to keep bleeding. And the secret is culture first. Culture, a culture of pride, a lack of shame, a lack of political correctness, getting back to meritocracy.
Welcome back to Rattle. Rattlesnake TV, guys. In this video, we are going to be watching Gavin McInnes ruthlessly rip into Destiny. Now, guys, normally we like to analyze high-tier debates and look at all the logical fallacies and break it down play by play and analyze it from that standpoint. But occasionally, we like to cover absolute shit fights like we are about to see right now. And we're going to cover this because A, it's fantastic to watch Destiny get called out and destroyed, and B, it's just plain hilarious. And whilst it is a shit-throwing slugfest, Gavin actually does win this remarkably, because this was before the election, and now with hindsight in mind, we have the facts. So, language warning for this one.
Had your kids, had your wife.
And with that, let's get into it.
So, with the American election happening in the coming days, I'm speaking to a social media personality, Destiny, otherwise known as Stephen Bonnell, his real name, and Gavin McKinney is founder of the Proud Boys, a far-right organization, designated terrorist group in Canada and New Zealand. So let's get started. We'll talk about Trump and we'll talk about Kamala Harris. So let's start with Trump. Gavin, we'll start with you. So Trump is currently in several court cases of being accused of rape, election interference, and different things.
Wow.
Isn't he not? And what do you think of all of this, and why are you supporting him?
I just realized I dislike Destiny quite a bit because he represents this sort of cuck culture, but I realize I hate British people even more. You're all retarded. You're the victims of your BBC government-funded propaganda. Rape. He was charged with rape. One thing you have to understand is our justice system is fucking garbage. Our judges are retarded. So when you hear someone has been accused or someone's going to court or someone was sentenced or someone's in jail, it doesn't mean they're guilty. It means they're victims of lawfare. And Trump has been a victim of lawfare since he started running in 2016. In 2015, he was a victim of lawfare.
Okay, guys, so as you can see from the start of the debate here, there is no love lost between these two. So we had to cover that bit to set the tone, and now let's move on to the portion of the debate where it gets no more friendly.
Right now, 2024, it's a tiebreaker. Anyone could win. Gavin, why are you supporting Trump?
I mean, look at him. Why wouldn't he? Look at this dude.
Pardon me?
I said, look at this dude. Why wouldn't he? You're fucking insane. You're two peas in a pod. Insane.
Okay. Great argument. I'm supporting Trump because politics is downstream from culture. And there's a great book by Selena Zito called The Great Revolt. And what she discovered when she was so confused by everyone being against Obama, she assumed it was racism. And she discovered that the problem with Obama was this culture of shame and self-hatred, ethnomasochism, and disgust that the elites have for the average American. And that's what pissed them off about Obama. You know, he had the head of NASA going on tour talking about what Muslims did for mathematics instead of trying to get anything into space. Americans want to be proud again because they should be. And Trump's culture is no more shame, meritocracy, we're the greatest country in the world. He basically wants to make America 1985 again with jet skis and wet t-shirt contests and wraparound sunglasses. Back when we had a sense of humor and we were
What the fuck you just said? Ugh. Mm.
fun before political correctness ruined our culture. So I'm for Trump because he's pro-American culture. And that is not Kamala. She is about shame.
Stephen, I'll ask you to respond to Gavin, and I just want to point at one point that Gavin said. Gavin talked about political correctness. A lot of people on the right and a lot of people around America look at what's happening and they see the Democrat Party, as a party of political correctness that does take away a bit from that's what they do talk about. They see, a lot of people do see the Democrat Party as a party of political correctness. What's your thoughts on that?
Quick interruption, guys. If you do enjoy the content here and you would like to leave a thumbs up, that would be greatly appreciated. And also, if you're getting value and if you would like to subscribe to the channel, then you are more than welcome to join this thriving community. Let's get back to the video.
These are like unserious issues for unserious people. I like if you spend all day on Twitter and you're obsessing over trans people, being in sports or whatever woke mind virus, whatever bullshit. I don't care about that. I care about the structure of a government. I care about the powers of the president. I care about like our foreign policy. I care about our domestic issues. Like these are the things that matter. And on every single level, Trump has failed in all of these things. So why would I? So I don't know. I'm not going to vote for some guy because he's less woke than the other person. Also, hold on. I got a package. I'm getting 1 second, okay? You can talk, Gavin, though, because nothing you say is valuable anyway.
Being less woke links down to immigration. It links down to inflation. It is linked to foreign policy, all of that stuff. It's all the same.
Okay, sorry. Gavin's mom needed me for a second.
See, another reason that you don't exist in real life is the way you talk. If we were in person, you would be choked out right now.
Hey, if we were in person, you'd probably be drunk off your ass and get arrested and thrown in the fucking tank, okay?
Yeah, I would be arrested for assaulting you.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
That's why you talk the way you talk, because you live online.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
People say that, and then I see them in real life, and they're just these demure little submissive boys, so I don't know. Maybe. Listen, if you see me, you beat the shit out of me, okay? Knock yourself out.
You let men fuck you in the ass. You define submissive.
So Gavin is just so right about this, and this is where the left just completely fall apart. I mean, what do people really care about? People care about how much their groceries cost, how much their gas bills are, how much petrol costs at the pump, the power of their dollar, the safety of their communities, but also people really care about the culture that they exist in every single day. Just think about how much politically correct culture affects us. The movies and TV shows we used to love and used to be so entertaining and appealing have been sacrificed at the altar of wokeness.
Well, we'll just tell your mother that we ate it all.
The sports that we watch are constantly virtue signaling and bringing up political issues that we don't want to champion.
Love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
People are constantly forced to self-censor because they're terrified of offending anyone and creating drama because you never know what kind of a snowflake you're going to encounter these days. People are worried about sending their kids to school because they're worried that they might come home thinking they're trans or hating themselves for being white.
This activity is intended to explore how society favors one race over others.
If English is your parents' first language, take a step forward.
It's kind of frustrating that, like, me and Sarah are just standing at the back here while the majority of people who may be white are, like, standing right at the front. That just frustrates me a bit, because it's almost as in what society is today. I don't want this to be how it is, but it is, so it just gets a bit frustrating.
Henry, how are you feeling being right at the very front?
People are constantly being subjected to DEI workshops in their offices and workplaces, and they're being constantly force-fed this cultural Marxist garbage at the barrel of a gun. I mean, just think about how pervasive this has become. And then the left will stand around on their high horses, turn their nose up at you, and lambaste you for caring, thinking that it's just so unimportant and just so trivial. I mean, if you want to keep on getting absolutely demolished in every single regard when it comes to the court of public opinion, then by all means, keep going. We're just here for it because you'll just keep losing and we'll keep winning. On to the next part about the border.
You define culturally the fall of man, and the way you talk to me is proof of that.
Okay.
Anyway, you want to talk about immigration?
Sure.
We need to close the borders. Every country is concerned about immigration. If you don't have borders, you don't have a country. If you don't have an electoral process, you don't have a country. And we're doing real bad on both.
Why is it okay that Trump shut down the border bill that was in Congress?
Do you honestly support that border bill, or are you just kidding?
The Republicans supported it until Trump told them not to.
No, Trump told them not to. That doesn't mean they supported it.
They did.
That border bill wanted to process more illegals. I don't want that. You know how many people want to fuck Eva Mendes? Millions. I don't want to facilitate that. Only one guy gets to fuck her, Ryan Gosling. 3/4 of the world wants to come to America. The answer is no. Well, I don't want to process them more. I also don't like that bill because it's got a bunch of fucking bullshit.
No, I have the stream muted.
Gosling. 3 months. I don't want that.
Until Trump told them not to.
No, Trump told them not to. That doesn't mean they supported it.
They did.
That border bill wanted to process more illegals. I don't want that. You know how many people want to fuck Eva Mendes? Millions. I don't want to facilitate that. Only one guy gets to fuck her, Ryan Gosling. 3/4 of the world wants to come to America. The answer is no. Well, I don't want to process them more. I also don't like that bill because it's got a bunch of fucking bullshit earmarked for Ukraine and all kinds of other bullshit.
What day? Yeah. It was all right.
It's just like their Inflation Reduction Act. It does the opposite of what it says it's going to do. That bill wasn't about closing the borders. It was about facilitating more illegals.
Yes, Stephen, why didn't they just do one single bill about immigration?
They did. They tried it. He's just lying. The Republicans just lie like they breathe. They did try to do one single bill. The Republicans still rejected it.
That's actually, ironically, a lie.
Okay.
So you're talking about lying as you lie.
Is that Destiny?
They have never proposed
That fucking faggot out here.
anything rational about immigration. It's a very simple concept. It's called closing the borders. You want to get rid of who's here? It's called attrition. You fine employers for hiring illegals, and they all go back with their tails between their legs, like they regularly do when the economy is bad. So the solution to America's plight is largely closed borders. And that, by the way, goes back to what I was saying about cultural. If you're culturally against illegal immigration, that's the first step to having strong borders.
Cool. The U.S. Senate failed Thursday to advance a border security bill as both parties seek to hone their message on immigration policy in the run-up into November's elections. The Senate bill failed to advance on a 43-50 procedural vote. The chamber already rejected the measure as part of a broader foreign aid package earlier this year. When they tried it initially as part of a broader package, it failed. When they tried it on its own, it failed. So you fucking lied, okay?
No, tried it on its own is not on its own. That is a lie. It was not a cohesive, structured bill that was going to
That's great.
stop
Now you're
immigration.
changing. Yeah, now you're changing the argument. The reality is,
No,
if they didn't like it, they could have debated.
You said they tried it with just immigration and it didn't go
They
through.
tried it with just the border bill. Yes.
No, it wasn't
not part
just
of the
border bill.
not part of
It was
Ukraine aid or anything.
facilitating more border crossings when the guys in charge weren't even judges. They were just random fucking customs officials who were going to stamp your passport and say, you're in.
Yeah, that's not how any of that works. That's literally not how any of that works. None of that works. Nothing you're saying is true. Literally nothing. Nothing you're saying is true.
They're not judges.
So at the end of the day, Stephen, why did Trump have much less border encounters than Biden?
Yeah, I wonder.
Well, I mean, for one, he had COVID. He had Title 42. He could literally shut down and reject people for asylum seeking using Title 42 because of.
No, it was way before COVID border crossings were down.
They weren't down that much from Obama. What do you mean? Look at the fucking look at the immigration
12
stats.
million people crossed the border under Biden. That's as many as Ellis Island in its entirety. Its entire 85 years. We've had 12 million fucking illegals, and
they're not illegals. Also, they're people that are seeking asylum. That's not an illegal immigrant, but.
The quality of immigrants we're getting these days is alarmingly bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's not destitute families looking for a job.
So, of course, he brings up the border bill, the only thing that these lefties ever bring up. The same bill that would still allow 2 million people to come into the country per year. This is a completely failed bill, and rightfully so. The only reason that the Democrats brought this to Congress was because they wanted to fool voters into thinking that they were going to do something about the open borders. And obviously they wouldn't, but there is an election coming up. So they brought this bill in to act as a shield against the complete and utter demolition of Kamala Harris or Joe Biden back then that was about to take place. Every time somebody presses them on what the hell they are planning on doing about immigration or why it was such a catastrophic failure during that administration, they can just say, but we had the border bill and the Republicans didn't pass it. And it's the same for the leftist commentators like this. It's just a shield. And thankfully, the American people saw right through this. They voted for Trump, and now hopefully he just fixes the problem and doesn't have a bunch of bureaucracy standing in his way. Anyways, let's get on to the next bit.
So, Stephen, I want to ask you about Trump. So many people, probably including Gavin, see Trump as a tough guy, maybe even a bully, but a tough guy who will get other people in other countries to listen to him. They see that there's a change from Biden, who many saw as very senile and old. So they see it from Biden to Trump, and they want to push their image on the world stage as tough and strong. What do you say to people like that? Can you see why people like Trump because of that?
I mean, Trump is he's a weak man's version of a strong man, a guy that walks around and he screams all the time, and people think that wow, this is a strong dude that gets shit done. He doesn't. He's a fucking joke. Everybody knows he's a fucking joke. That's why when Kamala said his rallies were small, he lost his fucking mind. He needed to bring the answer up twice when he was trying to respond to her question. No, Trump didn't get shit done. Nobody respects him around the world. Like, you see world leaders like literally laughing at him when he's making speeches at the UN. You see them laughing at him in groups where they're talking about him. He's a fucking loser, and everybody knows that he's a fucking loser. So I don't know what you want me to say. Like, what did Trump do? What did he get done anywhere internationally? Nobody respected him. Putin didn't respect him. The war continued on in Ukraine. Nobody in the Middle East respected him. Iran attacked Saudi Arabia. Obviously, our allies, Turkey,
Coming
didn't
from a
respect
guy
us when
who
they
let somebody
killed all
fuck
the
his
Kurdish
wife,
people that we abandoned.
his ex-wife.
She might be out there.
I have been very, very direct. Allegations. But 23 of the 28 member nations are not fair to the people and taxpayers of the United States. More in defense than all other NATO countries combined. If all NATO members had spent just 2% of their GDP on defense last year.
The Kurdish people obviously don't respect us. The Afghanistan people don't respect us. We fucking surrendered to the Taliban. North Korea doesn't respect us. They continue to test their nuclear missiles after we, went in and Trump saluted their military like a fucking retard. I mean, what do you want? Who respects Donald Trump besides the sycophantic losers in the United States that think he's like such a strong guy because he says retarded shit on a microphone like that?
Can I answer now? Putin was scared of him. I don't care if anyone respects him. I want them to be scared of him. We had no wars during Trump. Kim Jong-un respected him. He was scared of him. He intimidates people. And yes, he does go off at a tangent when you accuse no one going to his rallies, because people do go to his rallies. But it's like calling Mike Tyson a pussy. Like, he's going to overreact and slap you. By the way, I have no respect for international leaders. That's such a queer thing to say, where you respect fucking Merkel or Macron or any of these European dolts. Fuck them. Fuck the Middle East. I don't want anything to do with them. I want them to be scared of America, too scared to attack, so they don't get into wars. And that's what we had. We had unprecedented economic surpluses during Trump's presidency. Immigration was down, inflation was down, unemployment was down, and all Destiny could do is say, well, that was because of COVID. Okay, keep making excuses for why Trump's presidency was such a success and Biden's was such an absolute fucking failure, but the facts remain that we were better under Trump.
Yeah, when Trump left office, the country was like destitute. What do you mean? COVID was ravaging us. The lockdowns were happening in every state. The BLM riots had raged on. I don't.
That was you. That was you guys.
That's great. Trump was president. That's great. Trump was president. That's great. Trump was president. Trump was president. Trump was president. Who was the president again? Who? Eli, do you know who the president was?
Trump's responsible for your guys rioting?
Oh, okay. So, and Biden's responsible for COVID?
No, Biden is responsible for his retarded border czar who opened the borders to 12 million people. Okay. He's responsible for that. He's responsible for unprecedented gas prices. He's responsible for inflation, for destroying the economy. Look at the people you support. Look at Joe Biden. Look at Kamala Harris. Like, I understand you hating Trump because you're weak and you have daddy issues, but how can you then support Kamala Harris? That part I don't get.
But what do you mean? It's a choice between two candidates, and Kamala's like clearly more qualified, clearly less retarded.
How is she more qualified?
One, because she knows the three branches of government, at least. Okay. Number two, because she probably respects the institutions of government. She's won multiple and held multiple elected offices. Yeah.
Like the running for president. Did she win that?
No, she was the district attorney in San Francisco, and she was the attorney general in California twice.
Anyone, my friend. That's all a lie.
You know that those are elected offices, right?
Reward for anyone who can cite any of her cases. She never argued anything in court.
What is arguing anything? What does that have to do with being the district attorney or the attorney general?
She sucked her way to the top. And
yeah, to every single person that voted for her? What is this argument?
That got her in the door. That started the ball rolling. And since then, she's done nothing. It's all nepotism.
Yeah. So Destiny's argument here is that COVID happened during Trump's administration. So everything bad that went wrong because of that completely unforeseen circumstance, allegedly, was obviously just all Trump's fault. But an even better point here was that the BLM riots were happening during the Trump administration. I mean, there are some serious mental gymnastics that need to be done there to blame Donald Trump for the BLM riots. And also, what would you like him to do about those riots? Would you like him to maybe use the enforcement arm of the government? Would you like to maybe get the National Guard involved or get the military involved on these violent protesters? Oh wait, no. If he does that, then you'll just call him a fascist. So he really can't win this one, can he? He is damned if he does and damned if he doesn't in this situation. But that's just the way that leftists view Trump. No matter what he does, he will always be wrong. Furthermore, he said that Putin and other global leaders don't respect Trump. Well, let's have a look at this recent clip that just came out the other day of Putin responding to the assassination attempt on Trump and how Trump reacted to that.
Он мужественный человек оказался. И дело не только в поднятой руке и в призыве бороться за их общие идеалы. Дело не только в этом. Хотя это, конечно, знаете, на драйве, на таком, все как бы... Человек проявляет себя в условиях, в экстраординарных условиях. Вот здесь человек проявляет себя. И он себя проявил, на мой взгляд, очень правильным образом, мужественно, как мужчина.
So, I mean, I don't think that he would show the same level of respect to Kamala Harris, that's for sure. But anyways, I actually do think that Gavin is just right about this. I mean, it's not the American president's job to be best buds with world leaders and to have all of this respect and friendship with them, but it's good to have a good relationship with them where there's a mutual respect, and it's definitely good if they fear the American president and they know that if they F around, they will find out. On to the last bit now where Gavin keeps making very good points.
Well, okay, so Stephen, do you want to just talk about why you're voting for Kamala? Gavin will respond, and I think that's probably close near there.
Why?
Or why you prefer Kamala over Trump, yeah.
Well, she's not a fucking insane authoritarian fucking dictator. I mean, what do you mean? That's the easiest choice in the world. I would vote for Nikki Haley over Trump without even a second thought. I would vote for fucking DeSantis over Trump. I mean, Biden was a successful leader, way more successful than most people would have thought. Got a lot of legislation passed. The United States is outperforming every other G7, OECD country when it comes to metrics like inflation. Our real wages are up compared to where they were under Trump. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good right now. I would want to see a continuation of that.
Yeah, Gavin, I mean, can you respond to those statistics, like highest performing G7? And
garbage. Like he says, unemployment is great. There's all these people out of the workforce that have just given up because our economy is so shit. We don't have manufacturing. We have illegals doing all the jobs teenagers should be doing. We are destitute, and our only hope is to stem the bleeding. Like, we're still gonna, my analogy would be like if you're bleeding to death, your leg's gone, it's toast. But I want to put, some sort of stop to the bleeding, what do you call a tourniquet on the leg, and we'll lose the leg, we'll just have crutches for 4 years. But with Kamala, with these open borders, we're just going to keep bleeding. And the secret is culture first. A culture of pride, a lack of shame, a lack of political correctness. Getting back to meritocracy is the key to saving America. You let the best man win, and that's what we should see on Tuesday. Yeah. But with this record of law breaking and stealing elections, I'm not very confident we got it. It has to be too big to rig.
Meritocracy, while we talk about super closed borders, while we talk about tariffing the rest of the world, the most protectionist economy you've ever talked about, so meritorious. Wow.
Yeah, well, China's cheating. China, it doesn't have, if you're a worker in China, you're working 80 hours a week. That's cheating. That's not fair competition. They don't see their fucking kids. Their kids are with their grandparents. They see them at Chinese New Year for a month, and then they don't see their children for the rest of the year. I don't want that to become America. I don't want that level.
Oh, so working 80 hours a week. So you don't want meritocracy. You want government protections for workers. I thought the person that works
slavery.
Oh, the person who works 80 hours a week. That's not meritorious.
It's not meritocracy.
The guy wants to work 2 jobs. He's not doing better on merit there.
Oh, okay. This is the merit. The merit happens within America. We're not turning the rest of the.
So no more exports. We're not going to ship our products anywhere or buy our products from anybody. We just only in America.
Yeah, we're going to ship our products. Our products are made ethically. We don't use slave labor like the rest of the fucking world. I don't want that to come over here. I don't want to dilute our culture to the shittiest possible version of what human beings can do. Sorry.
Okay, so we'll just finish off. I just want to ask one question to each of you. Stephen, let's start with Stephen. If Trump wins, will you accept the election this week?
I don't know if we should.
They will find out. On to
DeSantis over Trump.
We're still gonna.
I mean, Biden was a successful leader, way more successful than most people would have thought. Got a lot of legislation passed. The United States is out protections for workers. I thought. The person that works
slavery.
Oh, the person who works 80 hours a week. That's not meritorious. The guy wants to work 2 jobs. He's not doing better on merit there. Oh, okay.
This is the merit. The merit happens within America. We're not turning the rest of the.
So no more exports. We're not going to ship our products anywhere or buy our products from anybody. We're just only in America.
Yeah, we're going to ship our products. Our products are made ethically. We don't use slave labor like the rest of the fucking world. I don't want that to come over here. I don't want to dilute our culture to the shittiest possible version of what human beings can do. Sorry.
Okay, so we'll just finish off. I just want to ask one question to each of you. Stephen, let's start with Stephen. If Trump wins, will you accept the election this week?
I don't know if we should. No, I mean, liberals probably will. We just, unfortunately, we Gavin is right a little bit. We are kind of pussies. I don't think we have it in us to basically try to coup the fucking government like Trump did. So probably just accept it, go on and try to win the next election.
Coup. They were trying to take over the government by 2 p.m. with no weapons.
Did they delay the certification of the vote?
Did they know they were delaying the certification of the vote?
Yes. You dipshit. What do you think they were there to protest?
Wrong.
Yeah, they did.
Do you know how many times the left has drastically delayed government proceedings?
Oh, when was the last time the left delayed the certification of the vote? When was the last time they delayed the certification of the vote?
Do you remember when they attacked the Supreme Court under Kavanaugh? Remember when the Black Panthers... You probably thought it was cool when the Black Panthers stormed the Capitol and they were armed. That looked cool, though. That was a good photo op.
True.
They delayed the certification. Fuck off. They lost their temper.
Yeah, reality sucks, doesn't it, right?
Yeah.
So Gavin, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Stephen. If Kamala Harris wins the election this week, will you and the right accept it?
But that's a loaded bullshit question.
That's the same to Stephen.
If they win a gold medal in the Olympics, will you accept that Russia won the swimming medal? Yes, I will, if they are tested for doping and they did it fair and square. Of course I would accept fair election results, but I want an investigation if Kamala wins because it doesn't make any sense.
Unreal.
He's destroying in the polls, and more importantly, I travel this country. I talk to people. I see the lawn signs. I leave my house, and I see a country that is head over heels excited about Trump winning. You don't see Kamala lawn signs if you ever go outside, Steve.
But the polls are pretty, in terms of polls, they're pretty same. Trump and Kamala are basically the same in polls.
Not the ones that he believes in.
Yeah, that's not the case. The case is that he is absolutely crushing her. And that will be the case on the election if everything is fair. And if that happens, then I'll accept it. If they cheat, I won't, obviously. You have to check for doping before you accept a gold medal.
So Gavin was completely right here, and Trump actually did come through with his promise to make it too big to rig. He won all 7 of the swing states, and actually...
Yeah. Numbers?
We are currently
1.3 that. You're looking at Biden's number.
He exposed some serious fragility within some of the states that are normally just blue through and through. And how grateful we are for this, because having Joe Biden in office for the last 4 years during this very important time in history was an unmitigated disaster of epic proportions. And the country needs someone who is going to stop the bleeding. So let's all hope that that someone's name is Donald Trump. We're going to see over the next 4 years what happens.
How do you go from he's Hitler and he's going to destroy every single person in this
What country?
country and he's going to take over and he's never leaving office to, hey guys, we just need to accept the results and, be happy and move forward. America's going to be great. America's going to be okay. And you're like, that is not consistent with what you've been saying. That is not. So them playing the nice card now has me very, very worried, very concerned. And I don't know exactly what their angle is, but it's something that people need to keep their eyes on for sure. And Trump himself has definitely stepped up security at Mar-a-Lago. I'm trying to find it right now. So yeah, right here. And clearly Trump's aware of that. So Donald Trump has reportedly beefed up his security detail at Mar-a-Lago and now has a robotic dog patrolling the property. A large sign, a large warning sign on the side of the robotic dog says, "Do not pet." The robotic dog was made by Boston Dynamics and is equipped with surveillance technology. Safeguarding the president-elect is a top priority, the Secret Service said in New York Post. While we cannot get into specific capabilities, the robotic dogs are equipped with surveillance technology and an array of advanced sensors that support our protective operations. Now, I personally find this creepy as hell, by the way. This is terrifying to me. But I'm glad that it protects President Trump, but it's scary. It scares the shit out of me. I think that's terrifying. I don't like that at all. Robotic dog is like, that's scary. That's very scary. But Trump is clearly aware. And I did find some of those tweets that I was talking about earlier. It does look like the tweet that I referenced has been deleted. But right here it says, Elon Musk joined Trump's call with Zelensky, and guess what? They did not discuss aid. Your checks are not coming anymore, Zelensky. So that right there, your checks are not coming anymore, Zelensky. So, and that's a real picture of Donald Trump and Zelensky from a few months ago. I think, I mean, it could be photoshopped, but my sources tell me that this is a real picture of Zelensky and Trump. So we'll see about that. My sources tell me that it's real. Gengar Green for 50 says people want to talk about liberal tears, white tears, or conservative tears. No, the tears are raging racists like Joy Reid or AOC are the most delicious. Absolutely. 100%. And the tears of Zelensky knowing that he is not getting paid anymore. Those tears are pretty delicious as well. 3 for 20 says Arizona and Cali need to get their voting shit together. I'm in Houston. Vote at a historical community center that used to be a train station. I show voter registration card, TDL. They verify me. I vote. Get sticker. Simple. That's how it was with me. All I did is I showed up. I showed my ID. I got my voting card. I'd go vote. Turn it in. It was simple as that here in the state of Florida. It really is not complicated unless you're wanting to cheat. It's really not complicated at all. Veronid with $20 super chat and says nothing. Thank you, Veronid. Appreciate you, man. And thank you to everybody for being here. Look, I got some good clips to show you guys. Like, these are some of these are old but gold, but like right here. I mean, how can you not just absolutely love this guy? How can you not love this guy? Here we go.
When you said in that video that Ms. Leeds would not be your first choice, you were referring to her physical looks, correct?
Just the overall. Not. I look at her, I see her, I hear what she says, whatever. You wouldn't be a choice of mine either, to be honest with you. I hope you're not insulted. I would not, under any circumstances, have any interest in you. I'm honest when I say it. I would not have any interest.
When you
One more time, man. It's just too good.
said in that video that Ms. Leeds would not be your first choice, you were referring to her physical looks, correct?
Just the overall. Not. I look at her, I see her, I hear what she says, whatever. You wouldn't be a choice of mine either.
I remember when this video came out and the MAGA memers, they took that picture of her and they memed it. They put it up and it says, become unfuckable. Oh man, this is so good.
To be honest with you, I hope you're not insulted. I would not, under any circumstances, have any interest in you. I'm honest when I say it.
Trump is the freaking funniest person, dude. You just... I would not, under any circumstances, we also have this one right here. Now, this one is wild, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen this one, but holy crap, man.
Okay, so we're closing in on almost 5 p.m. Eastern time, and I've been tracking everything that's been going on across the country today. And my most important encounter was when I went out to get my champagne. I was talking to the guy in the store, of course, asking him, did he vote? And he said he did early voting, and he asked me if I early voted. And he asked me, you know, why I was getting the champagne. And I said, because I'm going to be toasting Madam President tonight. And he just looked at me with kind of like a smirk on his face. And I said, you know, she's going to win this, right? And he says, oh, well, it's very, very close. And I said, no, it's not. He says, well, what do you mean? I said, no, it's not. The women of America are making their voices heard.
Yes, they did,
Reproductive
actually.
rights is what it all comes down
They
to.
certainly
and women
did.
are voting in numbers relative to men that are unbelievable. She's won this. And I said to him, she's going to take every one of the swing states plus Iowa. And he said, oh, but the numbers are so close. I said, I'm a political analyst. I'm telling you right now, the numbers are there. She's taking this election. And then I said to him, you realize, and he didn't tell me who he voted for, but of course I knew. And I said, you do realize you wasted your vote, right? And I didn't care. And I walked out with my bottle of champagne and happily walked home. Bye-bye.
God, I find so much joy watching these things. I can't explain to you how much joy I have knowing that these people are fucking miserable. They are miserable right now. And they did it to themselves by listening to the mainstream media. They deserve all of it. And then you have based mega alpha chads like this guy right here.
The resident projected a Trump 2024.
Alpha chads like this guy right here.
The resident projected a Trump 2024 sign right on that water tower, forcing the town to call on the highway department to put up these industrial lights you're seeing right now to dim the image. It's why that new image is not visible. But this is what it looked like last night. A bright red Trump Punisher image shining off the tower. Now, when it came to the previous Trump 2024 image, the town located the resident responsible and issued them a maximum fine of $100 per day for every day that the projection was up. It's believed the same punishment will be in store because, well, this is a big deal for the town, according to the town administrator, Lisa Green. Due to bylaws, Hanson can't endorse any political candidate, party, or platform in any election, and they prohibit the display of political symbols or signage on government property. Now, she went on to say this is not in an effort to limit the free speech of the residents
bullshit.
or to stop them from believing in their political beliefs, but they just ask that those beliefs aren't reflected on town property.
Based alpha MAGA Chad right there. Play her update video. Does she have one? Someone send me her. I did not know she had an update video. So if somebody has her update video, Eric, if you can drop that into the CobraCast DMs, I will gladly. I didn't know she had one. Let's go. I'll pull that up right now. Let's see. All right, I'll wait for Eric to send it to me in the DMs, but I did not know she had one. So that will be fun, to say the least, to check that one out. Let me see where this one's at. Got that one, got that one. I know we showed this one on Friday Night Tights, but it's just so funny. Ron Perlman having a real bad day right now. Good old Ron Perlman, one of the ugliest human beings you will ever see. And so God, these Hollywood celebrities, man. Oh my goodness. Just watching them lose their minds. You don't know who that lady is? Okay, can somebody tag either me or Eric K on her video? Because I don't know. Oh, by the way, guys, I apparently shared fake news with you guys. I apologize. That picture of Zelensky and Trump apparently was not accurate. We do have the accurate picture of Zelensky and Trump. So first of all, please accept my sincere apologies. Here is the real picture of Trump and Zelensky. So my apologies. This is the corrected image right there. So there you go. Sorry, I really apologize. I never want to mislead the audience or anything like that. So let's see here. That is more legit. That is more legit. Yeah, I don't know that lady's name. I have no idea who she is. So yeah, if somebody can tag me, I will gladly watch it. I'm looking now. I'll wait and look at my mentions here in just a minute and see if I get any new mentions of her new video at D-Day Cobra on Twitter, if you guys want to tag me. Let's get a couple of these super chats really quickly while we're waiting. Cold lunch for a 199. Thank you. Butter framed in gold says Trump is back to make butter affordable again. Eric K says, Jeremy, did you hear Rogan endorse Trump? Eric says, Cam Man and I are bots. We do not have feet. Nico Lex says, meow. Ryan Guy says, Orange Man, good. Uber driver of the apocalypse says, I got $100 from Elon's petition, Elon and Trump. Fantastic Knox says, Australia's ambassador to the U.S. is trying to bury tweets that was crapping on about Trump calling him a traitor in the West. His name is Kevin Rudd. Kevin Rudd. Check that out. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Got it right here. Here we go. Oh, man, this is a 9-minute fucking video. Ugh. I don't know if we're going to watch 9 minutes, but let's see here.
Okay, so I was up all
You
night
ever just
with many of
think
you.
that you might just be a demon?
Lots and lots of lives, lots of long lives. I just finished another long live, and I will be doing more lives as the day and the week progresses.
Oh, like you mean like
you know,
if you were a
Kamala Harris
demon,
did not win the election.
you'd have fun.
As the numbers stand right now, there were 18 million fewer votes.
Well, I mean,
than 20.
I mean, this is what I think to myself. Is just basically just a burden to everybody. You don't think like demons self-hate?
And as I have said all along, we have to have a huge, huge turnout, and it goes to the Dems, and we didn't have it. And there's going to be a lot of speculating going on about
That's nothing to show for all my efforts.
everything that was wrong, every decision that was made, every aspect of this whole thing. And the reality is that Kamala Harris ran the most impressive campaign, mounting and running it, and having only 3 months in which to do it. It's unprecedented.
Oh, no.
Absolutely magnificent. I've never seen
What? Holy shit. Are you kidding me?
How's your anxiety today?
Impressive on a level that, I mean, she has the campaign playbook. If you're going to win, that's the playbook that you use. She did absolutely everything. The work that she did in every single one of the swing states, work that Hillary Clinton did not do.
She lost every swing state.
It's so staggering what the ground game was in Kamala Harris's campaign.
Is this chick like a super mega troll? Like, are we getting trolled? I know there are people that are this stupid. There's gotta be some trolling, man. Please tell me she's not this fucking dumb. Please tell me this is just some old lady who's just like, doesn't give a damn and she's trolling.
The number of people volunteering, the level of excitement, the enthusiasm, all of it. A unicorn moment. Everything was absolutely perfect. 18 million fewer voters than the last time. What the bigger issue is, as I've started looking at the data, is I told you I was looking at the data for the Republican swing by county, the Republican swing from the red to the blue did not happen. And in fact, in many counties, Donald Trump was picking up votes more than he had the last time, and Kamala Harris in the blue column got less votes
What
than
would
Joe
you
Biden
do
did in the last
if you
election.
had a wedding
But
and there was a fire at the wedding and it ended up killing
you don't win the election.
like
Wow.
everybody,
Well,
like your
how
entire
did you ever come to
family,
that conclusion? Right. We are 2 minutes in this. I don't
your
want to go
wife's
through
entire
this
family,
bullshit.
your wife
This is
gets
insane.
severely disfigured.
You have to win so many
What
votes
are you
in swing
what are you
states.
doing?
And there are so many red voters in those swing states, and you have to rely on the big urban areas to deliver the blue votes. And that did not happen. You had more Republican votes in those swing states than you had Democrat votes, even though the big
Say 90% of her body is covered in third-degree burns.
If she's trolling, we would have heard of her by now. There's no way. Like, we're not. If this is a 9-minute video and she already went mega viral for her other horrible take,
No, I don't.
we
I
would
don't-
have heard of her if she was
didn't-
this
I
good
don't
at
have an
trolling. So
answer.
I'm taking
I
the
just
stance that
wanna
she's
hear what you were
actually
gonna
this
say.
retarded.
deliver on the same level as the last election. And one thing you have to keep in mind is that in the last election, we had record turnout because of COVID and rule changes regarding people being able to do mail-in balloting. So it absolutely increased the level of participation. But 158 million people voted in that election.
Dog,
And
that's true. Why?
with that level of voter participation and the race being as close as it was, especially in certain states like Arizona and Georgia, it takes an unprecedented level of participation to win the election. And because of our electoral college and the way things are set up, that you have to win the popular vote in the state in order to take the electoral votes. We are at a point where
Does this get any, like, is there anything else here? Or is she just going to keep rambling?
states, as the population has grown, so have the number of Republicans in those states, such that unless there is significant growth in those blue areas, like much more so than what's happening in the rest of the state, in each case, you will not have enough blue votes to outdo the red votes. But the bigger issue is that 18 million people who voted in the last election did not vote in this one. And I can tell you straight away, they didn't all die from COVID. And so we have that to look at. But the other part of this is there is one fundamental thing that you cannot account for when you're using data to
Okay. Okay.
predict or
Let's hear it.
project the outcome of an election, is you can't factor in the impact of racism or the existence of racism and misogyny. We've had a black president before, but we haven't yet had a woman president. And the level of misogyny that revealed itself in the voting booth, it's evident in the numbers. Absolutely evident in the numbers. And when I looked in the numbers at the county level, Donald Trump was picking up votes and she was losing votes. That was not the split in the last election when Joe Biden was running.
Holy shit.
And everything else lines up.
You see, this is what I talk about like having conversations with people like this. Like, there is no conversation that this person will ever listen to that will make them not believe in the fairy tale that they have decided to believe in. There's nothing. There's nothing I can say. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing within reality that's going to convince this person. And there are a lot of people like this. You're just not going to convince this person. It's impossible. It's insane.
When, but you don't know how people are going to vote when they go into the voting
Can I
booth.
speed this up?
And they can say anything they want, say whatever to pollsters. People lie all the time. They can tell you they're voting for one candidate and they go and vote for someone else. But in this election, what we've shown
is that there is such a deeply embedded level of misogyny in America, including among women, internalized misogyny, and it showed itself in this election. Now, when Hillary Clinton ran in 2016, it wasn't evident that it was misogyny that was operating and why she lost, because she won the popular vote. She didn't win the popular vote in certain swing states, which is why she lost the
Okay,
election.
I'm out. I'm out. I can't do it anymore. I can't. I'm tapping out. The stupidity is just beyond anything that I can comprehend. I can't comprehend that, dude. I can't do it. That is insanity. That is beyond insanity. Jeez. Robo Guy 75 says, I'm scared about the House. They're taking too long to count, and I'm worried they're going to lose it. Where in the fuck is Laura Trump and Michael Watley on this? I'm sick of celebrating because no one is paying attention. Like I said, I think that they are paying attention, because now you have to understand how Donald Trump has the power now. He just has the power, and they have already said that if you are going to go out there and have election interference, you're going to jail. They have the power now, and I have to believe that they are absolutely watching. But you don't want to tip your hand. You don't want to sit there and say, like, we're watching you. Like, the point has been made. I firmly believe that they are watching, though. Elite Neo for 50 says, Jeremy, seriously, can't we see a more wholesome video like the turnarounds or something like that? Elite Neo, thank you for the 50. I appreciate you, brother. Maybe a little while. Robo Guy says, I'm scared about the House. Oh, you did repeat, but that's okay. Holding the House plummet 10 points to 82%, according to Decision Desk HQ. However, they need just 2 more races calls to obtain control. GOP leads in more than 2 seats. Now, he's really good about this, and I would definitely urge you to follow him. He then retweeted, says, everybody temper your expectations. That's usually a good thing when he says that. So right now, that's the latest update. Firefox says, I got my Primo to watch Cobra Cast before the election. Initially, she hated your guts and thought we were demons. But over the weeks and being exposed to JD, she slowly changed. She voted Trump this year, so I know one vote you changed. Look at there. That's what's up right there. Hey, I appreciate that. Nice profile picture, by the way, too. I know that I have, again, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have helped sway. So I know I've heard from people that have said, like, my coverage specifically has helped sway their vote. And I would never believe that I have that type of power, because I still don't. I believe that you have to have the power to even want to watch somebody like me, or, you know, Crowder or Tim Pool or Benny Johnson or anyone else is covering this. You're going to have to take the first step to even show the interest to watch me or anyone else in order to get that information. So it really does, like, there's people that will not dare watch me because they are so wrapped up in their mind virus that they're in. So, but I'm happy that, you know, that a few people have been convinced by the highly respectable political show known as Cobra Cast, with the single best production value possible. There is not a show that has better production value than us. And all right, hey, okay, you want, here we go, chat, here we go. Okay,
this video has been done a few times for me because I'm struggling myself, and I know there's others that are struggling as well as of the election results currently. Why, yes, every vote still needs to be recounted and everything else. Nothing is officially, but it is official. I just want to let you all know that if you need to talk, I will be available to talk. If you want to talk to other family members or anything, have a bottle of wine, an entire bottle of wine. It's okay. having ice cream. Just talk to someone, get out your coping skills, anything like that. If you want to not talk to friends or family, there is also, if you need, the crisis number, which is 988. Everyone is struggling, and I hope that somehow, eventually, we can all, I don't know what to say, right, but I can't really say to get better because it's not, it's going to be hard. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. We all failed you.
I only play that because of the chat. The chat is freaking MVP, man. Holy crap, the chat. Woo! I just... The chat's reaction was absolute gold. And, you guys are the best, so... All right, let's see here. Jeremy for Beard of Shame. What? What did I do? What did I do? All right, here we go. Here we go. Does this make it better? Does this make it better, chat? Is that better, chat? That better? Chat's like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. See, I know the chat. I know the chat. Okay, the chat. Again, great personality on that one. Great personality. Phenomenal personality. Hey, look. All right, I got one more for you. Okay, I got one more. Hang on. Give me a second. Here we go. Right here. Okay. There you go, chat. All right. You forgive me? You forgive me, chat? Did I redeem myself? All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. There you go. Alina Haba. Great personality. Great personality indeed. While I read super chats, I'll leave that up there for a minute, okay? Scruffy lurking Nerf herder says, Jeremy looking handsome today. Now take my money. Are you a chick? It's weird if you're not, but I'll still take the money. Malice O'Connor says, representing the 199 and Black Ops 6 as clan tag. Hail the 199. I can't wait to play some Blops 6 this weekend. We are doing a locals stream, okay? We're doing a locals stream this weekend. We're playing Black Ops. It's going to be great. Nandy says, thoughts on Susie Wiles. Things like Black, Asian, and other Latin people, white people can't say without being called. Great personality. Marksman AZ says, Alex Jones says he will accept the press secretary position even if it's temporary. 2 to 3 months. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, look, that would be good if he. I don't think they're going to do that. I just don't think they're going to do it. Love Dog says, do not put your kids in public schools, even in red states. Don't do it, at least not until Trump dismantles the Department of Education. Well said. Forest of the Tree says, aside from winning the popular vote, electoral vote, Senate and House, I don't think it is stated enough that Trump beat not one, but 2 presidential candidates. Hell of a masterclass campaign. Absolutely. Absolutely. Drew O'Connor says, I honestly thought he was going to win. He wasn't going to win. I thought he wouldn't be allowed to win. I'm happy that the will of the people actually triumphed over the will of the elite. I hear you on that one, brother. I was concerned. Don't get me wrong. Packing Proton says, Tuesday, sat down at 6 p.m. to Cobra Cast. Didn't move until 2 a.m. Wasn't going to wake up to disappointment again. Thank you for your service. Don't fart on camera. Hell yeah, man. It was a hell of a night. It was a hell of a night. Let's see. Coalise says, you're a shill for Trump, Jeremy. You will never financially recover from this. Anyway, here's some money to help you recover. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shadow Saiyan says, Sherlock Holmes and Batman take notes from Tay-Tay. Key says, take my money, you MAGA shill, hell the 199. Borg Porg says, as a Mexican American, I'm glad I'm not white, so I can get away with saying things like black, Asian, and other Latin people, white people can't say without being called racist. Viva Trump, MAGA 199. Chris Swain says, I'm giving you my 20th super chat. Thought about giving you a compliment too, but then I realized you were too much of a gay fig. That's all. Please continue shilling for the greatest president ever. Thank you. I appreciate that. Joseph Proper says, I disagree. There are sane, level-headed Democrats. The ones I know are reflecting, embarrassed, and want to change. To them, I say good luck, but what would your advice be to them? My advice, if I'm just being honest, my advice to any sane Democrats out there is that you're not sane if you're still in the Democratic Party. You're just not. The MAGA Party, like the Democratic Party has moved so far left. What is that meme that Elon Musk posted on Twitter a long time ago? The left basically... Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this one right here. Like, this right here is the left. This is where it is, right here. So, 2008, the center. Now, I don't think that was me. I'm just saying, like, this is a lot of people. Let me see if I can blow this picture up some so people can see it better. Okay? So, right there. Okay? So, right now, if you're still in the left, and this was of 2021, 2024, it's gotten even worse. It's gotten even worse in 2024. So if you're still going to consider yourself part of the Democratic Party, you're just in the wrong party. Because the Democratic Party has moved so far left that it's unrecognizable anymore. And that I would share that meme with them right there and go, are you that person that says me? Was that you in 2008? Was that you in 2012? Is that you still in 2024? Because if so, you might as well just put on a MAGA hat and call it a day. Because that's essentially the reality of the situation. Ryan for 10 says that Zelensky picture with Trump was community noted as fake. Zelensky is only that tall with heels, and he had Crocs on, which is also super gay. Trump 2024 199. 3 says, my husband needs 24/7 home health care. I have 3 black and Hispanic, let's see, 3 black and 2 Hispanic nurses. Each shift change. Wednesday gave me a high five, said, whoop, our boy Trump is back, baby. Hallelujah. We hugged and prayed in thanks. That's awesome. 3. Well, thank you for that information. And yeah, I mean, normal people support Trump, man. Trump is the guy. Everybody loves Donald Trump. Everybody loves Trump. And that's an awesome story. Marmillon says, why is Beardo being pulled by Trump in Little Tyke's car? Kyle Phantom says, I hope Trump is aware the Democrats are acting like Eric Harris right now with manipulation and nice guy mentality. He should stay on his toes, keep his guard up. The best part of it is that Trump has the team he has around him right now. Okay? Jeremy is wearing hot pink Crocs right now. What? You want to see what Crocs I'm wearing right now? Look at this. Here we go. Camo Crocs, baby. Let's go. These are badass, okay? Camo Crocs, okay? That's what I'm wearing. There you go. Coaly says, if you're going to end me in Minecraft, just do it already, gay Remy. Stop torturing me. I live in the U.S., not Guantanamo Bay. Troy News says, the most dangerous thing about white liberals is that they are often more focused on their own self-image as moral champions than the real-world consequences of their actions. Thomas Sowell. Well said. Kira for 50 says, that is not a person. I didn't see the chat was moving so fast when I shared that meme. I didn't even see that. Thank you, Kira, for the 50. Let's see. Where are we at? Tactical Dish Soap says, Triggly Puff evolved. Coley says, I look down to do homework. What the heck is this creature? Explain yourself, Jerry. I bet a lot of people are like,
Is that clear?
Felt exactly the same thing July 15 Australian time. That when the bloke got shot, his reaction was not to crumble, but was to fight, fight, fight. And his call all the way through the campaign was fight, 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 vote, vote, vote. And now he gets to say win, win, win. You need to have a look at this photo because this is going to be one for the history books. This is a photo of the exact moment Donald Trump returned to the presidency.
Hell yeah.
He's backstage, waiting to go on stage at his supporters in Florida. His son took the photo as he's watching on to the numbers being counted and then the result being declared. To have that image before us, to have an insight into the most personal of moments, is a perfect example about, in many ways, the open book that is Donald Trump and is his candidacy. At times it can be ugly to read, at times it can be difficult to read, at times it doesn't make a lot of sense. But it's always an open book. And the idea that this was not some sort of filtered special image that was curated by a campaign, it was a son who took a photo of his father fighting back to the place where he will now lead the free world. I find it unbelievable. And as we were sitting back watching all of it happen, the inevitability coming minute after minute, state after state, hour after hour, in Lefty Land, where they thought there was no chance, where this was the basket of deplorables, when this was the people who had been run out of town, to see them coming back, not quite coping.
Yeah, I mean, it is, it really is. And I don't know if we have fully kind of realized this, but truly, Donald Trump's win, his third win, by the way, is the single greatest political story and maybe the single greatest story in our lifetime. There's just never going to be anything like it. There's never going to be anything like him. And there's never going to be a story that will rival this story by what he's been through and how much they threw at him and how much they threw at the people that support him. And we're in this social media world where we don't really take a lot of time to breathe, and we don't take a lot of time to really soak in the moment because it's such a fast moving cycle of news. And that's why a lot of people, like even me, I still haven't fully grasped what has happened because there's just so much more to do. And you really don't have time to, because like he doesn't have time. He doesn't have time to soak this in. He's got to get to work. I mean, he made promises as the president-elect. Most presidents sit there and go, okay, cool, I won. I'm going to take some time. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. No, Trump's at work right now. He's on the phone with world leaders right now because America is in such bad shape that he has to. And we're looking at this as supporters and we're like, okay, what's next? What are they going to do? What's the next thing they're going to throw at him? Because we all know that they are going to throw something at him, a lot at him. And they're being too nice. Some of the leadership is anyway. They're being way too nice, and that worries me a lot.
I think when it's all said and done, what you're going to see is a huge divide over people who are college educated and not college educated.
Black voters came through for Kamala Harris. White women voters did not. Pure Project 2025 in miniature.
And this is more of that racial divide bullshit. Do you hear how... Who gives a fuck what color or gender the people were that voted? People voted, and they voted in a landslide for Donald Trump. The only reason to bring demographics into the discussion is to continue that racial divide that the media is obsessed with. Nobody gives a fuck about the breakdown of the demographics of it. Nobody gives a shit.
In Florida, and that kind of extreme, sort of extremist, right-wing, fascist-type government in Florida, does that make it a more attractive place?
Thinking about the people who are not a part of anybody's elite, who are hurting tonight. There are African-American women who know a little bit about being talked down to, and know a little bit about having their economic dreams crushed, who tried to dream a big dream over the past couple of months. And tonight they're trading in a lot of hope for a lot of hurt.
And that may be true, certainly for African American women. The idea that there was on the verge of a potential first female presidency and a first female president of colour, I get it, okay? And what I'm saying is not about those people. But the reality is that in many ways, the people who they turn to for information have lied to them about the chances of what was happening in this election. The New York Times polls that we've talked about, day in and day out, when you actually dug into the detail, 80% of people had made their decision about what they were going to do in the American election months ago. So it didn't matter what happened with the comedian at Madison Square Garden. It didn't matter necessarily whether Trump had a good day on the trail or a bad day on the trail. They had made their choice. And they had made their choice because the government that they hired to replace Donald Trump did not deliver for them. They saw a man who, whether many people like it or not, was a man who had been tested over and over again, from courtroom to the media not even treating his candidacy as one that deserved to be listened to about what he was promising. Like every day, and I've been diving deep into this for months, every day he would make an announcement about, say, no tax on Social Security. And you turn on the American news or you try to find things in the paper about it, no mention.
No mention.
Just a silly comment that was made by someone somewhere else because there's no possible way.
Sky News is great, man. They're actually I love Sky News. I don't know how long they've been. I've been watching them for years.
About what he was promising, like every day. And I've been diving deep into this for months. Every day, he would make an announcement about, say, no tax on Social Security. And you turn on the American news or you try to find things in the paper about it, no mention.
No mention.
Just a silly comment that was made by someone somewhere else because there's no possible way.
Sky News is great, man. They're actually I love Sky News. I don't know how long they've been. I've been watching them for years, on and off. I mean, I don't watch them religiously or anything like that, but I mean, this is the honest reporting that you would want right here. It's so good. And for him to sit there, for Trump to talk about no tax on tips and no tax on Social Security and all this, and it never gets reported on by the American mainstream is insane. But it does get reported on by YouTubers and independent media, and that's really a big piece of this puzzle that they can't control, and it's driving the left crazy. It's driving them insane that they can't have any power over this. It's beautiful.
That Donald Trump would be able to have a message that anyone would want to hear. But of course they did. As for Trump, when he eventually took the stage, I think the best part of 2 o'clock in the morning, he took to the stage and he got rid of the teleprompter. He was surrounded by his family, who he loves the most, and of course the supporters who built a coalition around him that I'm going to talk about a bit tonight. Because when the left wins, they talk about how clever everyone was, and when the right wins, they think that there's some sort of, aberration or cheat or a mistake that's been made. Quite the opposite. I'll get to that in a second. But some of the stuff that happened in the speech, just a little longer than you may well hear in other places. Here's an example of him talking about that coalition, the coalition that stretches from, say, a Robert F. Kennedy all the way through to the boss of the UFC.
His campaign has been so historic in so many ways. We've built the biggest, the broadest, the most unified coalition. They've never seen anything like it in all of American history. They've never seen any young and old, men and women, rural and urban. And we had them all helping us tonight, when you think.
And remember when he was shot and he was going to give his speech at the Republican National Convention? It was all about, you know, has he changed? Well, yeah, he has. Because like every human being who goes through life, what happens to you changes you. And think about it. Millimeters from dying. The stakes at the election being if he lost, he was going to go to prison for the rest of his life. The example of him as a slightly changed person because of those events was pretty obvious in this bit of his speech too.
What do you mean you must leave, Harley Dave? You can't go anywhere.
That God spared my life for a reason. And that reason was to save our country and to restore America to greatness. And now we are going to fulfill that mission together. We're going to fulfill that mission.
And one last thing about his speech, and I've been thinking about this for a little while.
I see you, Harley.
What does the word fight mean? Now, obviously, in its worst possible sense, it's about confrontation. But I think in terms of those that have seen Trump coming or have been pro-Trump or Trump literate even for the past 8 years, fight means...
Sky News Australia, Jeremy, is great, which is what we are watching, not Sky News, which is UK. Big difference. Noted. I don't know if I knew that there were different branches of it. So, but thank you for the information.
Standing up for what you believe in, leaning in on what you believe in, standing up for your friends. And in the case of somebody trying to run for national...
Laughing Man says, Jeremy reads everything anyone else chats, but ignores me.
True. Office. Yeah, putting your own country first. Now, that will have its complications, and I'm not going to pretend that the sky is rosy, and it's going to be, for some, a bit of a rough ride. But to me, normal people fight every day. And they fight everything from getting the kids ready to go to school, to fighting the traffic, to fighting their workload, to fighting to stave off illness, all sorts of things. So when I hear the word fight, I don't hear conflict. I hear strength.
I agree. Very
Welcome
well
back
said.
to Fox News Decision Desk.
Very well said. So Sky News Australia, great job. And now we're gonna, what's up, Dean H with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Let's Alan Hines says, Jeremy, I am your judge, and I've decided that it's time for you to adopt a kitten. It will be a little 9-week-old baby boy, or a 9-week-old boy, and it will be white with orange markings, just like mine. Now make it so. Yeah, I'm a dog person, not a cat person. I don't dislike cats. I've owned cats, but I'm a dog person. So I'll pass. Sith Eternium for 50. Jeremy, I'm gonna be real with you. You're one of the best streamers out there, hardest grifter I've ever seen, and as your reward, I'm gonna buy you the limited edition steelbook of Snake Eyes Origins and BVS. No need to thank me. I thank you, sir. I'm going over to Criticalist right now, and I'm giving Batman vs Superman a 0 rating too. All right. Here, BVS. What does BVS have? BVS currently has a 52%. Fuck this movie. Yeah, I'm not going to give it a 0, though. I'm actually going to give it... I am going to be fair, because, again, I do really like Criticalist, so I'm not going to go just, like... I don't want, like, us, like, being trollish over there. Like, so I'm going to legitimately give it a... I'm going to legitimately give it a 25%. There you go. Legitimately a 25%. So, there you go. All right? 25% is fair. I'm not going to give it a 0. Snake Eyes deserves a 0, okay? But I'm not going to do that to BVS. BVS has some entertaining moments, things like that. What about Man of Steel? Man of Steel. Let's see. Is it just going to be listed under Superman, maybe? There it is. Here's Man of Steel. Man of Steel, I'll give Man of Steel a 40%. So basically a 4 out of 10. So there you go. Citaturnium, you caused all this. So there we go. Don't send me that dog shit though. Don't do it. Dean H with 5 gets memberships. Thank you. Drummer of Trashes. How does a 78-year-old man have that kind of energy? Honestly, man, it's unbelievable. Clearly a McDonald's diet. And he's passionate about McDonald's, bro. I think that was Kamala's biggest mistake. Her biggest mistake was that she disrespected McDonald's. And Trump was like, and I took that personally. It's like, we're not standing for that. I was like, I respect it. Simon Says News says, g'day, mate. We are celebrating down here in Australia for Trump's win. That's what we like to hear. Mandy F says, sick of comments against women for Trump and against killing babies. Love my kids and my non-soy boy husband. Hell yeah. Zinni Business says, I'm hoping since the wars are basically over that I can make it to Russia and find me a bear man. Look who showed up. I haven't seen him all night long. Which is the best thing ever. If I can find it. I know that I saw it earlier on my timeline. Maybe I can't find it right now. I'll have to hunt it down. But we saw his live reaction to that moment, which is the coolest thing ever. Because I was always wondering, like, how does Trump always tweet stuff? Like, here it is right here. Here we go. So this is how Trump tweets right here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God. Is she crazy?
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so
Is
very
she crazy?
much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, too many. Thank you. It's about 20. That must be 35.
To California with an unshakable dream to be the scientist.
How many people are watching?
Can we tell how many, Dan?
He's asking how many people are watching. He's like a fucking YouTuber. How many people are watching right now?
How many people are watching?
She's talking about how great San Francisco was before she destroyed it. A lot of talk about childhood. We've got to get to the border, inflation, and crime. Say these the things of which she complains. Things of which she
In many ways, Donald Trump is an unserious man.
Oh.
Oh.
You hear that, Phil? It's great, huh? Ready? These prosecutions were all started by her and Biden against their political opponents. Me. Get that out right away. She paid and raised bail. She paid bail to get the violent rioters in Minnesota out of jail. I love it. Put it in there. Put it right in with the stuff, huh? With that post. Yeah. But you could do it either that or separate.
Say more lies, lying about the Project 2025.
Oh, lying against Project 25, which she knows, and so do all Democrats, that I have absolutely nothing to do with.
She says we all know that Trump.
This man is in complete control of the situation. Complete control. Everybody around him. He controls everything. Absolute command of the room. True leadership right there. True leadership. And so when you see like all of these people like claiming like, oh, Trump's just sitting around and he's, you know, he just tweet. It's like, that's not what he's doing. Trump. Have you ever seen Trump like holding his phone, like typing? I've never really seen that. And maybe once or twice here or there, but I'm saying like, it's not a constant thing. He's not on his phone like that. He's surrounded with his people and he's essentially telling them what to say. But yeah, that's great. That's great to see that. Thank you, Laughing Man. Thank you. Blah, 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 blah. I appreciate it, brother. Where are we at? Go back up here. Delta Dragon says, I hope Trump does something about DEI, not just ban it, but also address bridge and stop ESG funding. Otherwise, it will come back in the future. Agreed. 8 o'clock says he finally came back to the White House. That is. Booming Bob says, no more feet, or I will keep asking for feet, Jeremy, and we'll have to watch Snake Eyes for 24 hours. Yeesh. By the way, and that brings up something as far as like locals goes. We can watch full movies over there with our supporters. That is going to be a game changer for us to watch like full movies, do a watch party, get the Geeks and Gamers crew over there and just watch an entire movie. That's going to be fantastic. And we're going to be able to do that. So looking forward to that. So honestly, I want to hear you guys over in the locals chat. What movie do you guys want us to watch? And we'll work something out and we'll coordinate with the team and we'll work on a watch party over there. That will be crazy awesome. So, Tweetatone's talking shit, shills and sellouts. The Goonies. Hey, I like that. The Goonies is actually a good pick. I'd love to sit. You know, Jay would go crazy over that one. Watch party of BVS with Beardo and Mike and Jeremy and bitch through the whole fucking thing. That is true. I would do that. Demolition Man. Oh, so great. Heartbreak Zero says, as a non-citizen national, I am exempt from voting, but I'm still MAGA, and I love to see the leftist post-victory meltdown. Hail the 199, you fig. We love hearing it. Let's see. Django Unchained, you may watch that. Tweetatone. Coaly says, you lot called us garbage and all the ist and phobes in the book. Heck, these people, man. I'm so tired of this BS. Troy New says, I knew Trump would beat Kamala, but I was nervous about the cheat. Stayed up all night screenshotting everything after he took Wisconsin. Abigor says, if you want to view the greatness of what a Trump 47 presidency will be, just watch any movie from the 80s. Good point. Knee Pain. What's up, Knee Pain? Waking up this morning to all of you roasting my former office mate on X was not on my bingo card. What a way to wrap up a crazy ass week. Knee Pain. Hit me up if you want to. I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about that, but I would love to pick your brain over that one. Let me know. I don't know how much you want to talk publicly about stuff like that, but I'd love to get you on Geeks and Gamers Daily next week and talk a little bit about that. So that would be interesting. Let's see. The good Tom King says these people are brainwashed. We can help. I don't think we can help some of them. Most of them, I don't think. And they're not worth the time, to be honest. UGO says these people aren't just wrong. They're insane. Zinni Bizica says, where'd those 20 million votes go? The cemetery. Lucifer 1999 says, this is why Trump Trout should be principal. Axel Jensen says, I'm a 30-year-old Californian who grew up in that shit too. Let me see. Hijit says, the re from the mob has been a glorious spectacle. Salty D says, think Bama will get it done in Baton Rouge tomorrow night. I'm nervous about it. I am nervous about it. I just don't know what to expect from Bama each week. I really don't. Lord Botha says, I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm not surprised how I feel when Jeremy doesn't get the Fortnite dub. One day I'll get that dub one day. Axel Jensen says the narrative is everywhere in California. No one questions it. Sally Ito says, I think 10 counties in CA turned red compared to 2020. We have a long way to go, but it's not too shabby, all things considered. SBZ says, Jeremy, where can we find the Star Wars Trilogy Trump Edition meme? Can't find it on your X account. I actually bookmarked it, I think. I'll have to look through my bookmarks and see. I'll repost it if I can find it. I saw some people making it. Anthony said, did Chicago go red or blue? Oh, I'm sure Chicago's blue. I'm pretty sure Chicago's blue as hell. Mr. Zero says, wait, Jeremy is a Trump supporter? I know, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Eric K says, I bet Jeremy likes to play video games too. Leighton Hallman says, the easy part is over. We now need to get Trump into office and keep the deep state and rhinos out of his cabinet. It's an uphill battle. Hail the 199. John Ambler says next he's going to say Jeremy is gay. Back Goat for 50 says, Reverend, can you bless this MAGA chat? Hail to the MAGA chat. Jeremy Osteen is feeling good about the current direction of the country. MAGA people have money. MAGA people are going to support Jeremy Osteen. Jeremy Osteen is feeling good about the future and wants to give a big wamin to all the MAGAs out there. Hail to the chat. That good? Jeremy Osteen. And just so everybody knows, that's not me just being disrespectful towards Christianity, obviously. It's being disrespectful towards Joel Osteen, who's a fucking fraud. Okay, he's an absolute fraud. Joel Osteen is a fraud. No doubt about it. Leighton Hallman says the easy part is over. Oh, I got that one. Butter framed in gold says grift harder. It's entertaining. I try. Yellow Starland starts again this Sunday. I got to catch up on it. Teflon Don says, not going to lie, I love how good you are at getting interactions. Am I? I don't know. I think I'm just lucky. I don't think I'm a good streamer. I think I'm just lucky or retarded. I'll take either. But I don't think I'm good at what I do. Shadow Saiyan says, how many Jessica Lindstrom simps press J? There you go. I don't know. T-Mac Gaming says, breaking news, Jeremy thinks Batman vs. Superman is a terrible movie. Yes, I do. American History X. American History X is one of the greatest movies ever made. And before Heath Ledger's Joker, I thought that Edward Norton's performance in that movie was the greatest acting I'd ever seen. I thought it was insane. Y'all know Jessica doesn't love all that attention, right? She's just here to be part of the community. She's good. She's good. She doesn't like all that attention. Zane says, my parents literally laughed out loud at your Barbara Streisand reply, so have $5. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Bird Up says, I hope nobody figures out that I'm an Alice in Chains fan and that I love their first album. Trying to keep that on the down low. AP called Nevada. It's about damn time. About damn time. But it's good to hear at least. Escapo says, let's see. What? Yeah, there's that. Escapo, have you been making more Beardo clips, by the way? Escapo's always after Beardo. Dan says, Jeremy Shields for Crocs. Van says, Snake Pit 199 would be a great name at a gay bar. Udite says, have you seen that Trump named Susie Wiles chief of staff? First woman in the role. I did. I saw that. Jupiter Knight says, Jeremy, did you hang out in Hillcrest in San Diego? I've only been to San Diego one time, and that was for Comic-Con. So I don't know much about San Diego. I've only been there at one time. Mountain Mutt says, technically, Jeremy would be a simp, not a shill. Also, Eric K, would you show his feet for an RC Cola and a moon pie? Don't need 2,500 of anything. What the fuck is this feet thing? Lucifer says, Alex Jones for press secretary. Pirate of Vegas says, Ted Nugent for border czar. Even Beardos wants Alex Jones for press secretary. Scapo says, Joy Weave. Lo-Fi Samurai for the gifted membership. Thank you. Frosty says, I bet Megyn Kelly's got gorgeous toes. Justin Proper says, keep me in the loop with G&G Barricade and let me know when you're hiring. I need an excuse to move to some place warm again. Florida's great. Florida is the best. I love Florida. I'm never leaving Florida. Green Lighta says, woke policies killed the Democrats. Tacky says, I've never considered piss play, but I'd make an exception for AOC.
40 Sekunden
Bro.
bis Torpedo-Einschlag. 30 Sekunden.
Bro. What? Samurai says, if it wasn't for us, Megan wouldn't be here. Beastie Man says, days why we got RFK. That's why we got RFK, Tulsi, Elon, and even Joe Rogan. Frosty says, I hope Trump gets scorched. Theodore Herrera says, Jessica's feet comment was Rick and Morty reference. The Raven in Writing Desk says, Vance is best friends with the Canadian MP. I'm stocked for the 2025 conservative takeover. Learn to say Pierre Poilievre. Is that how you say it? You're going to like him. I've seen a lot of his clips. Is it Pierre Poilievre? Is that how you say his name? Willie Wheels says, can't live in Florida, no snow. What's weird about it is I love Florida so much, but I also love cold weather. I would rather be cold than hot, but I just love Florida. But I do love snow and cold as well. Poliev? 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 Is that it? The good Tom King says, if Trump is off after he's elected, it helps MAGA. I don't want to consider that, so I disagree with you big time. So yeah, I disagree completely. Bird Up says that you'd be even more terrified of robotic dogs if you watched Black Mirror. Oh, I've seen Black Mirror. Green Lighter says Trump being based as fuck. Lone Wolf says declassify JFK files, aliens release Epstein list. John Ambler says plot twist, the cat lady was later found crying over her bottle of what is that? Cornrin in the fetal position. Oh yeah, over on Rumble we got Sagarith says on Don Jr. Rumble yesterday, the chat was spamming no Pompeo. He honestly seemed surprised at the anti-Pompeo stuff. As leader of all internet, use your influence to see if you can, let's see, if I can have anything. So hang on. Can somebody find me a clip of that? Because I really would like to see that. I don't like to use, my... I don't like to use connections very much, but like I do have, I have a one step to Don Jr. if I really need to use it. I have one step, one phone call can get me to Don Jr. I've never used it, but I can. And the Pompeo thing is important. So let me know. I would like a clip of Don Jr. with the anti-Pompeo comments in his stream. If he addressed it, I would like to. And it's not Benny. It's not Benny. Fantastic vs. Knox says, but Benny would be one too. But Fantastic vs. Knox says, so I did the math maybe on how much she slept on her run in 178 days. Over 5 million spent per day. Now she ran with the debt, so adding 110,000 per day. Insane. OB Pixel says, DDC, I watch you, Ryan, and all FNT. Very happy for all of you. Now I want to immigrate to the USA. In UK, we have our own Kamala in power. That's a scary thing. That's a scary thing. You guys are like, Byron Donald's Baron. It's Benology. Yeah, Benology is my connection to Donald Trump Jr. RS, welcome to the Snake Pit. Ariel Ito says, justice is a bitch. I love it. John Ambler says, time for me to play the lottery. I was right about the cat lady crying over her bottle. Mr. Rich Low Pitch says, do you think she tried to return the champagne after having drank it all? Sally Ito says I don't even know what that is. Chavinder is real when watching the liberals cope. Kaylee, yes, please let all Democrats continue to use this playbook in the future. Keck Lord says, as sung to Copacabana, to the old. Just G with a proper one. What is this? That's funny as hell. Look at this shit. For a proper 199. You got Master Chief running with puppies. That's the coolest thing ever. We all love puppies. So Jay Schwalbach, I got that one. Will says, Jeremy, been using Criticless. Freaking love it. I love hearing that. That's what I'm talking about. Cellular Dream says, Jeremy is gay. I don't know what the fuck that is. Just Jesus Beardo loved that last 199. What the hell? Just G says, let's see. Tony Todd, star of Candyman. Oh, really? Well, no, that was a while back, right? Didn't he die a while back? Pretty sure he died a while back. Did you say AB's tweet about Michelle Obama? Not today, I haven't. And then John B. 80s Music says, Ian Miles Chong is the Nate Silver of conservative internet. Well, I agree with that. Nate Silver got fired from 538. Is that true? Is that true? No, he just died? November 6th. Okay. So Nate Silver got fired from 538. Well, RIP Tony Todd. RIP. Either way, Nate Silver is garbage, and 538's garbage. Okay, Cam Man just said it. Okay, all right, cool. And let's see where we are at. SB says, shout out to the very generous community. Thanks to the wonderful mods, chat, and one of the leaders of all time, Sir Jeremy. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. We do have like the best community in the world. 100%. Eddie Ramirez says, scan in Trump train, hold the line.